Well, at the end of the Chrysler episode, I told you were gonna get some more overpowered tanks. And as far as tier 8 premiums go, this is as OP as they get. It's the Skoda T56, the Czechoslovakian premium heavy tank. Let's just speed up through the countdown. And again, very good matchup. It's a tier 8, tier 7 battle. It's on Minsk. And this tank does have a turbo. And also, as I mentioned in the last World of Tanks video I uploaded, I'm kind of strapped for credits in-game at the moment. I bought some stuff from the caravan. So I don't press 2 at the just at the onset of the battle. This tank is kind of limited by like kind of lackluster AP pen. It's at 208, so it's better than the Chrysler K actually. But the gun is also kind of derpy in terms of gun handling and accuracy. So aiming for weak points is not the easiest thing in the world. So just gonna pause it here and just talk a little bit about this map, Minsk, which was reworked a while ago. They removed a little bit of the map from this flank, so some people are complaining about that. It's less dynamic than it used to be, but they added some on this flank. So before, like, the map border would go right down here, and these two courtyards would just not be accessible. But now they are accessible, and this is a pretty nice way to flank, because previously this courtyard and this courtyard would just have tanks sitting in them trying to snipe at cupolas and just ended not going anywhere. But now you have an option to flank, and that's pretty much my go-to approach on this map in any kind of heavy tank. You've seen me do that in the mouse and in the 260 and some other tanks I've played on this map. So that's 2 shots into the oh-ho. Just like that. Came out broadside on. Even my standard ammo was able to get through. So we got a Challenger here. He doesn't have anywhere to go other than back to his garage. And a Tiger, no, not the Tiger 2, it's the VK. And he did not notice me until he was hit. And the Oho has noticed me. The question is will he be able to do anything about it? Well, he won't have to, because for the moment I'm just ignoring him and going for that VK. So that's 2 tanks out of the game. And I've fired 6 shots and hit and penned all of them. 2 of them were on low health tanks, so my damage total is not like the greatest. So 1 shot into the tracks of the IS. And he's out also. 3 tanks down. And I'm reloading. This is one of the things I really like about these Czechoslovakian heavy tanks. That a 2-round autoloader is, in my mind, just perfect. Okay, that's not a good angle to hit the Oho. So got 1 round in the chamber. Take 1 from the Löwe going in. Probably have pressed C and reloaded before going doing this move, but it worked out. I only needed one shot versus the Oho. I squeezed myself through the little alcove. Last 2 rounds of standard AP going in. Get to the side of the Löwe. Dump 2 rounds into him and then retreat to reload while the team takes him out. My gun is damaged, but again, at this sort of close range, it's not that much of an issue. And we are winning bigly, so it's just a mop-up from now on. Get the ram and put 1 round into the VZ. And here I am worried about getting shot from behind. So I get a little bit greedy, and instead of using this a dead tank as cover versus the VZ, I move up here to be safe from behind. And for some reason it just slipped my mind that this tank had a 320 Alpha. I thought he had like 240, but he's using the 100mm, not the 90, so he had enough damage to take me out. But so I missed out on the Top Gun, sadly. But this is just a mop-up operation from now on. The city is won. It's just the field left. It doesn't seem like the field is very important on this map after the rework. Like, it seems to be mostly won and lost in the city most of the time. So that's a good win. That's an ace tanker in the Skoda T56. Let's do that again. Okay, so this was the very next game in the Skoda. So back to back. Let's just speed through the countdown. There we go. Got a little bit haywire with the increased replay speed there. That's okay. So let's get into this position here. It's again a very good matchup. It's tier 6 to tier 8, and I'm top tier in one of the most, if not the most, overpowered tier 8 premium heavy tank. T29 doesn't really stand a chance. So that's 2 rounds into him and pull back for a little reload. And he is still here. Biggest mistake of the match. So pull back for a reload, even if I had 1 more in the chamber, like ready to go. Or 1 more in the magazine, I should say. There's a T32 here, and I did not notice this at the moment. But let's just pause it. He has that little apostrophe there, which means he's using the stock turret. I don't know if maybe he was using like an HP module, or if that's just how much hit points the stock turret T32 has in the current version of the game. So I didn't notice it at the time, but he has the stock turret, and it's gonna take me a while to notice, and it's gonna be relevant. I wouldn't tell you this if it was not relevant. But if you know anything about the T32, it's that the turret is almost impenetrable, even by higher tier tanks. and especially by same tier tanks with kind of meh penetration like the Skoda. So I'm like, I don't really bother trying to aim at the front of his turret. I try to hit like below it into the hull. It doesn't really work out with this kind of accuracy, so I'm kind of like, not too keen on getting into a hold down fight with a T-32. I'm like thinking maybe I can like hit a cupola or hit the tiny sliver of a hull that's visible. But then I get another juicy target here, and just hoping the T-29 is gonna come around again. And is he gonna come out? So I took some damage there from the T-32. Not really what I wanted. I'm back up into position here. Realize that pushing out into the street, not a good idea at the moment. And here's what I notice. Oh, actually get a green pen arrow on the turret. Not that I actually pen, but because he does not have the upgraded turret, I can actually pen just through the front of his mantlet. So, pressing 2, because I'm running low on standard AP anyway, and I get ready to do some work on this T-32. If I can hit him. Like so. 2 more shots should be the end of him, I think. It's kind of even, this fight, at least in terms of kills and damage, but I'm feeling like we are in a good spot. Are a little bit too late. That's the aim time of the Skoda for you. Okay, he's coming up again. And not something he should have done. And back down for the reload. This is what makes the Skoda so powerful. Even though its DPM is not like amazing, if you can just pull back for the 20 seconds it takes to reload, like the enemy can't really do anything to you unless they actually rush you. Oh, one into the KV2, and now I can start moving, because that T-32 is out from it's the little position, and it's just the KV2 and Bisante left in front of me. Can I sneak a shot on the KV2? Yes. And one into the Bisante. So they are now both one-shots. I took one in return. That's okay. Bisante is dead. And KV2 is dead. So now we are actually winning on kills. I've got 2 kills at the moment. I did not get a Top Gun last game. Let's see if I can get one now. Up to 3. But I'm actually running out of ammo. Got 4 premium rounds left, 1 standard round, and 4 HE rounds. It's time to move. T-34-1. He escaped. Panther can't really do that much to me. He's also got the stock turret, it seems. Not that it really matters. And I dodge a shot. That's bad considering I have so little ammunition remaining. Make that count, and then I reload my one remaining standard AP round. This Panther really should have just pressured me and tried to get beside me while I was reloading. And he's out. Okay, back to my remaining 2 premium rounds. Probably deal with that T-34-1 with an HE round or even a RAM. Oh, can't quite get up here. T-150 misses. Aim, and there's my Top Gun. And 6,700 damage, not bad. Although, again, very good matchup on a map that suits this tank just perfectly. So, that's 2 ace tankers back to back in the overpowered T56 Skoda. Not an easy tank to match. The requirements are not an easy tank to ace. I was gonna say the requirements are quite high. Next up, next video, because this is gonna be the end of this video. Next video, a tank that's not really overpowered. It's actually kind of poop. Goodbye and take care.